This is the Freewell CPL and GMIST filter lens hood kit. And today I'm going to talk about why I think that this is the best value accessory for your Fujifilm X100V. Just a disclaimer, Freewell did send this filter out for me to try, however, all opinions expressed in this video are my own. So basically, it's a combination circular polarizing filter and diffusion filter with a lens hood in the front, seen here. And in order to use this CPL while shooting, there's this little nub. I don't know the technical term for it, but there's a little nub that sticks out right here and you twist it so that you can adjust the CPL. And the way to install this onto your camera is simply to just screw it onto the front. Let's talk about some of the pros. I appreciate that this is an all-in-one combo as compared to me piecing it together myself previously with this combo that I would run. This is a Tiffin glimmer glass, which cost me about 40 bucks, and then a square hood, lens hood, which cost me 70 bucks already. So this cost $40 more than this one, and yet this one even includes a circular polarizing filter, which is nice. Using a CPL in my photography, I can't say that I've used it that much because I always thought that it was mostly geared towards landscape photographers, which I don't really consider myself. But I found myself really enjoying taking photos in broad daylight with the CPL because I could really cut through the glare in the sky and make the clouds pop. I thought that was a really nice effect. As for the diffusion filter, I found that this 1/4 GMIST filter was a good amount of diffusion. I didn't think it was too overpowering. In the past, I used to shoot with the black pro-mist filter from a different brand, and in a lot of situations, I found that the diffusion was too overpowering and that it would wash out my image completely with the wrong lighting conditions. But now with this one, I feel like it's a good amount. It gives you just the right amount of bloom. I enjoy using diffusion filters during the daytime because it adds just like a subtle glow to the image and it just makes it feel dreamy and fun. What can I say? I like a good diffusion filter. Okay, so these first two photos are comparing what it looks like with and without the filter on. You can definitely see the difference the diffusion filter makes in the image, especially where the sunlight is coming in through the leaves. And these next two photos show how the CPL is helpful in cutting the glare. In this case, it allowed me to capture more detail in the car hood and see through the windshield. And this is a comparison of the two images side by side. In these photos here, you can see how the CPL made the sky darker and the clouds pop more. And I think these next few images are good examples of how the GMIST looks during the daytime. So now I want to talk about a few things that I feel like could be improved upon or I wish were changed. And the first being the fact that this front lens hood doesn't stay on straight. So you can tighten it down all the way. This is not the orientation that it should be facing, right? So in order to get it to stay or to look straight on your camera is to twist it. Twist it back a little bit, but it still is able to spin because it's not tightened down all the way, if that makes sense. Don't know how to explain this well. Basically, it gets a little crooked sometimes, and especially after tossing it in my bag and taking it out and getting ready to take pictures, it's really likely that when I pull it out, it's gonna look like this. The second thing that I want to talk about is the placement of the CPL. Like, okay, so there's a start and end point of where the filter can rotate to. It starts here on the top left and then it ends here, right on the bottom, like the middle part. So it's kind of in a weird spot because I'm a person who holds onto my camera like this when I shoot. My left hand goes underneath the lens. And it's good for adjusting while it's down here, but once it gets past here, there's no way I'm doing this. while I'm out and about. You know what I mean? They're not deal breakers for me in any way. It's just a little funny if you tighten down your thing your lens hood all the way and it looks like this. And maybe that's the look you're going for, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're in the market for a lens hood or a filter for your camera, I would highly recommend getting this. If this filter kit was around when I had bought this camera back in 2021, I definitely would have bought this filter over whatever combination that I ended up getting. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions about this filter lens hood combo, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.